Ashe, Ashe. All praises, all existence to the soul that is within, to the self, to the star sun soul that is within. I am that I am. This video is going to be on self-initiation. I'm going to be reading from the book Hermetic Magic by Stephen Flowers. And this part of the book is called Self-Initiation. Before I read this, though, I wanted to read the bio that I have on my Patreon page and just share this real quick and kind of a little short intro before we get into this book. No words can truly explain the power of this beautiful soul-searching journey. I am nothing but a primordial soul, a mere fractal reflection of yourself and the universe here on a mission to uplift the soul family and help you transmute every miracle moment experience to a perfected nirvana frequency and direct you to yourself, realizing the inner primordial, eternal, immortal soul, Christ consciousness being, and becoming an ascended master through experience, observation of miracles, trials, and tribulations. Ashe. And getting into this book by Stephen Flowers, this topic is self-initiation. Postmodern Hermetics will, for the most part, be forced to take a path of pure self-initiation. This is because there are no true Hermetic schools. Those with actual Hermetic qualities no longer use the designation Hermetic. There are individual teachers who are capable of aiding other individuals in Hermetic initiation, but most of their identities remain hidden. Therefore, the best advice is to proceed with work on the self and wait for possible doors to open based on the success of your inner level work. In any event, the true initiator is not any teacher you might find, but rather your own indwelling daemon or genius, the pinnacle of your own soul. All any teacher can do is point you in the right direction and keep pointing you there. Now, this talks about based on the success of your inner level work. So you almost reward yourself on how hard you go for yourself. The more energy and effort you put into yourself and soul searching and finding truth of yourself and knowing self more, the more you're going to get rewarded with more perfected nirvana state frequency and vibrations that'll put you on a higher consciousness level and allow you to transform and metamorphose at a higher rate and vibratory rate. And you'll be able to heal yourself a lot faster, manifest faster, visions will start coming in better, clearer. All these type of things, these superpowers and these latent forces that have been asleep within us. And, you know, I mean, for years, for incarnations, these dormant organs have been asleep. And once these organs and these latent forces and these daemonic energies, these melanin energies and cosmic forces turn back on, the whole concept of a superhero, superpowers is within you. And this is what essentially is coming. And this is what they do to distract us, to try to slow down the process, but it's here and it's coming. And it's just going to only get more undeniable each moment in time that we get in this realm of time. Hermetic initiation is not a matter of undergoing a set of pre-programmed external rituals or ceremonies. Rather, it is a progression of true rites of passage from one state of understanding or state of being to another. True transformation, true leveling up is within, not needing external validation. It has been noted that to understand something at a certain level, one must be on that level. The openness to be able to grow and the ability to be able to shed man-made doctrines and dogma whenever the soul truly reveals the true truth to you, or allows you to be able to see from a neutral standpoint and humbling the ego. And getting more into knowing self and not believing. One arrives at the level of being through a combination of knowledge and experience. If you know, you know. If you experience, you experience. It's all about experience and consciousness and experience and memory. To be able to have memory is something that alone proves eternity. Eternity is eternity. If we understand that, then we know that there's eternal memory, and then we know that we are immortal because that is the primordial essence of where we come from. One arrives at that level of being, a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of wisdom and knowledge of understanding of self through a combination of knowledge and experience, going within, going to the quantum realm within self, true soul searching, shadow work, going within the dark matter of self, the subconscious mind. Experience must be gained both interiorly in the realm of the psyche and exteriorly in the physical universe. Experience, experimenting with things, witnessing, observation, sensations, feeling, moments in time, miracles, supernatural events. True initiation is not the kind of thing a member of the elect might choose to do in the same way one might choose to go to the movies on a Saturday night. It is not simply a matter of desire, but of necessity. You have to want yourself. You have to want your higher self. You have to want more of yourself. You have to want the best version of yourself. What you want, what you seek, you will find. We're seeking ourselves. We're seeking the best version of ourselves. So that's what we're going to get. But how bad do you really want yourself? You can't play with yourself. You can't front on yourself. You can't lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can lie externally, but deep within, that's what's going to truly manifest. Your subconscious is going to embed that lie and that belief of, you know, the external validation being needed and not truly wanting self and fronting. And that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get half-ass experience. You're going to get half-ass moments, and you're not going to be able to discern what's really going on and be able to analyze yourself and these mind cycles that come from the subconscious mind. The necessity for initiation is governed by the goddess Anaki. And I find it interesting how they say goddess, because, you know, the ancients worship the triple blackness of space, the mother goddess, the womb, the cosmic womb being feminine, the feminine energy. So basically the need and necessity of yourself and the soul being a feminine noun and spirit as well. You know, it only links up and connects and makes sense. It says she determines that the initiate simply must seek gnosis, knowledge of self, and dynamis. It is a matter of pure survival for one who is truly elect. Initiation is not something that happens in a single ritual. It is the cumulative effect of conscious and willed life experience, and moments in which understanding of that experience are assimilated, discerned. I mean, you can't make this up. This is absolute perfection. It's you, and you. Moments of initiation will come at the oddest moments to those who are open to them and ready to receive them. The ancient Hermetic word for such a moment was kairos. The old Hermetics knew well that true initiation could come when reading a text of philosophy as easily, or perhaps more so, than when involved in a complicated ritual. Don't get too caught up in trying to do all these external rituals. The best ritual that you can actually do is something that you make up yourself anyway. Being creative with your mind. You know, just any small little thing. The small things are what magnify into unmeasurable miracles. We're talking about the quantum power of particles and power of the within soul and primordial essence of self. It's the invisible particles manifesting into visible perception of what we can perceive from our consciousness. It's shit deep. So don't get too caught up in now trying to do all these external rituals. It's great to just know what a template of what we used to do, kind of sort of things. But again, it's all about creativity. Nobody can tell you you're doing anything wrong. If it means everything to you, that's what's the true genuineness behind it. It's your intent. Rarely is true initiation coincidental with ceremonial activity. For the Hermetic, eventually all of life becomes a great working of magia. The more advanced the initiate, the more this is true. The more advanced the initiate, the more likely the initiatory stimulus will come in the form of what appear to the profane to be mundane events. This is why the most advanced initiates never seem to do magic. This is because they have become magic. This is 24/7. It never stops. For the beginner or even intermediate Hermetic magician, the greatest danger, however, lies in the tendency to stop doing intense magical work before the process is complete. And this is funny how they say that there's no danger in any of this. This is our true soul. This is, of course, coming from the westernized scholarly mindset, of course. Our primordial essence is chaos, man. And once that chaos is chaos, it's itself. And then the chaos itself is always changing and forming from the unmanifest. So it's constant change. I mean, it's constant perfection. It's constant transformation. It's our natural being. So, you know what I mean? There's nothing to be scared about or there's nothing dangerous about yourself. Those who possess the secret know it, and to them it is unimportant whether the world acknowledges it or not. Others with knowledge, will recognize them immediately. The first three operations in the last part of this book are directed toward initiatory experience, toward the realization of some transformed state of being. We are transforming. This can be done in terms of pure transformation or empowerment affirmations through a growth in or acquisition of dynamics, going within, or through the acquisition of an auxiliary spirit, your higher self, a genius or daemon, your soul. We're going to get into more videos with the daemon. If you go on my Instagram, me and my brother Jay, shout out to my brother Jay, we did a 2.5-hour video and lecture on the origin of the word daemon and breaking that down. A paradros, as it is known technically in the old tradition, the act of coagulating, alchemy back again, your present spirit with that of the paradros would obviously be one of profound self-transformation. The alchemical process, our souls are going through alchemical transformations right now, and we are transforming out of the cocoon stage, which our body and our shells and our avatar is, and we are morphing into the astral body and soul primordial self to be able to be teleporting, telekinesis, everything you can possibly imagine and beyond. And you know, I wanted to bring out a little quote from the Emerald Tablets. That says, "For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled and the flame within be quenched." The Kundalini fire, the serpentine fire within, the soul, the central sun. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled and the flame within be quenched. And that's interesting because when I used to believe in the Hebrew Israelite phase and believed in the Torah Tanakh, and I was seeing it from an exoteric viewpoint and not the esoteric, Psalms 46:10 always stood out to me. I was always heavy into meditation and being still, and I loved being still and deep breathing and conscious breathing and going within my mind and mindfulness meditations and being able to be still and immediately feel any sensation that I feel anywhere in my body, my head, my mind, and, you know, kind of just after that be able to discern and analyze what I'm feeling from that sensation and the powerful sensations and glitches and feeling like I'm getting electrocuted and all these different sensations that would be quote unquote supernatural that I've been going through for a while. So this verse always stood out to me, you know, and now getting back to the primordial knowledge of self and understanding that we are the chaotic deity incarnated in man. When you read scripture now from an esoteric standpoint, anytime you see Elohim or Lord or tetragrammaton, you know, even learning about the demiurge, you can take accountability still, and as that being your lower self, you can still just all transform this entire scripture for yourself to be able to understand yourself more. You know what I'm saying? So Psalms 46:10 here in the Torah Tanakh, verse 10, it says, "Be still and know that I am Elohim. Know that I am God. Know that I am that I am. Know that I am a primordial, primeval, cosmic, eternal sun and star and soul. I am exalted among nations. I am exalted in the earth." And I always took this as literal as far as being still. I always use this as a verse to show people that this could mean meditating and getting in a meditative state, in deep consciousness states to where you're being completely still for hours at a time, like a yogi state, and being able to go within subconsciously and shrinking self, going into the quantum realm like the movie Ant-Man, which is a gem, and being able to explore yourself. Exploring the quantum realm is essentially exploring your soul, exploring the cosmos, your entire genetic code. Let me read this one more time. It says, be still and know that I am, that I am. This is a beautiful opportunity that we have to know self and transform into these immortal, chaotic, primeval, perfecting perfect beings that we are. And the best advice I can give oneself is to go within and be the guru that you are looking for. Any questions that you have in this entire eternity of existence, you have the answers within yourself. How bad do you want the answers? And when you do get the answers revealed from yourself, you have to face it. You know what I'm saying? If you try to run from it, yourself is going to do nothing but chase yourself. In time, you will only have to do nothing but face yourself in the truth. So take advantage of this opportunity for us to be able to be primeval souls in a time to where we can turn, quote unquote, hell into heaven. Ashe to all the primordial souls. Keep soul searching, keep going within, and keep making the best opportunity out of every miracle moment that we get to experience. Ashe.